Call on Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, giving all double honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, the great Ali Shaddai of Israel, the great I am, the possessor of heaven and earth, and of the spirits of heaven and earth. And we bless Yahweh Shai, the Adonai, the Muhammad Shiach, the light of this world, the one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become my father's right arm, my redeemer, and my comforter, and my salvation, and only one that plead his blood over Israel, the only nation granted for salvation. And and giving all honors to GMS Millstone, great Millstone, who revealed to me this truth and gave me the wisdom and knowledge and understanding through the Most High Himself, and giving all respect to the camps that follow. You know what I'm saying? The camps that follow GMS and GMS only. You know, and giving all respect to the Aqua, the Akim, the men that's on the highways and byways, risking their freedom and their life to do so, and the Aqua, the beautiful women that's with the men of the Lord that's keeping silent. Shalom, shalom. And I brought you this clip, you know what I'm saying, from my old channel. And this is also, proof of Yahweh's existence, and every now and then I like to show it as a constant reminder, you know what I'm saying, of what is to come, because that's the chariot of Yahweh Bashem Hawashai that was in my description, you know what I'm saying. So I like to play it again. It's pretty awesome. The Lord came to visit me that day, Salakia, from me having a scarf on my head. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really have too much knowledge in the beginning, and it was cold. I ain't even gonna lie, it was kind of cold. But I should never have the scarf on my head. So, Salakia about that, But I've came a long way since then. I've even cut my hair, let my beard grow out a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And, that's me, But forget about me. Look at the chariot, of Yahweh Shemel Shai, I had caught it on camera like 2 years ago, and it's still posted surprisingly to this day. So you can always go to the channel. The description is below. It's my old channel, and you can always go and find it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna be seeing upon the end of the world. So, if the brothers of GMS Great Millstone was lying, then they will be lying about this too. This wouldn't be real, but it is real, and those brothers is telling the truth. That's why I support them and I follow them. If I had time, I would join a camp, but I don't have a lot of time, and in my own life, I'm full of jobs and stuff. But I don't have time. I got time for the Lord. I got time to take care of Him. So if you ever want to go see it, it's right there. Go to Chris G, the Chariots of the Lord, 144,000, and you'll be able to see the video yourself. And it's like a little personal anniversary. You know what I'm saying? And always a constant reminder to believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Hawashai, in the name of Yahweh Shai, and He's really calling His children back. And upon the end of the world, you'll see those around the world. You'll see it all around the world upon that day. You know what I'm saying? Now, we can go get to the following presentation. You know what I'm saying? I got some things I can share with y'all. And yet again, that's another beautiful picture that I had created myself, and I show it every now and then. I gotta finish it, but I never got the chance to finish it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a beautiful portrait, of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and it's also another art piece from the greatest treasures of Russia. And they show this art piece as well, and it shows you that Yahweh Shemel Shai's son, Yahweh Bashem Shai is a Negro, and Yahweh Bashem Shai's son is a Negro too, and all the chariots around him. So what you saw over there is the chariots that you'll see, different depictions of the chariots and stuff. Just throwing down for Yahweh Bashem Shai, because he telling the truth. God would never lie, and like they said, when you call the true name of the Lord, God will give you a sign. You know what I'm saying? Whether on heaven or on earth. And the sign that I got that day was special and powerful. So every now and then I'll rewrote a film and show people the presentation, and that's what I saw and I can't deny it. And for me to deny it, you know, God and the Lord will destroy me for that. So, you know, without further ado, we're going to get to a couple of Bible precepts and get to the presentation. You know what I'm saying? It's my little banner right here. You know what I'm saying? For Yahweh Shemel Shai and the name Yahweh Shai. And, you know, honoring Yahweh. I got to go to the highways and byways tomorrow because I wasn't able to make it today. You know, just certain things and just me being exhausted. I should be like that. I should go out when I say I'm going to go out. But I'm going out for sure in the morning. But I'm bringing out one inside today, you know. And today I brought the brain, aka my notebook, and my notebook is full of different events and times where, you know what I'm saying, slavery and the changing of laws and different reasons why, you know, how you know the white man is identified as Esau, Edom. Is different reasons, you know what I'm saying, and they do make sense, you know. So we're gonna get to a couple of verses of the Bible, you know what I'm saying. Get to a couple of beautiful verses of the scripts, ancient scriptures of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, as ancient words. So every time I feel like I need the urge, God say, you know, just remind yourself, watch that video. God didn't create the video for no reason. It's meant for me to broadcast it and for me to show you guys that, you know, GMS Great Millstone is telling the truth. They never lied. You know what I'm saying? So I support them. I got their back. And no matter what, that is the game breaker right there. That is destroying all these wicked all these wicked false prophets. It destroyed Christianity. It destroyed a lot of things, especially with this video that I just showed y'all at the beginning of the show, at the beginning of the video. You know what I'm saying? I showed you that for a reason. So, you know, that's my trump card. Like, oh yeah, God don't exist. What's that then? You know what I'm saying? What is that? They tell you in the Bible, when you call on Yahweh Shem Shai, he gonna come. So what did you just see right there? And I was calling on the Lord, and Yahweh Shem Shai, he came. He did. He come to visit my church and all that. You know what I'm saying? Through the angels. And what you saw was the angels. That was the angels. You know what I'm saying? You just didn't see them hop out the chariot or nothing like that. But those are the angels. You know what I'm saying? Hallelujah, you know? So we can get to a couple of scriptures. Some Bible scriptures from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai himself. And you know how I do, let the Lord speak. God be having stuff to say to his children, and they need to sit back and listen, come back. And there ain't nothing wrong with coming back. What's so exciting about the white man's world to where you don't have time for the Lord? What's so special about his world? You know what I'm saying? What's so special about what y'all doing every day? You know what I'm saying? God is like, what's so important about all of this when I'm important? God is, Yahweh is really like that. I'm important. What about me? I do fantastic things, and you know what I'm saying? I do a lot of miracles. I make a lot of things happen in your life, and I'm making worlds. I'm making all kind of different galaxies. God tells you, like, what's so special about Babylon? What's so special about Esau, Edom? What's so special about all these elites when the goal of the GMS Millstone is to give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? His prophets, you know what I'm saying? And those small-time prophets like me give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and for you to come back to Yahweh. And Yahweh said, I'm doing some big things up here, you know what I'm saying? And when I come down there, I want y'all to be doing some big things with me, you know what I'm saying? So, he's trying to get us together now, you know what I'm saying, so that later he can come, through his, through Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? He's holding the world right there. That's the world, you know what I'm saying, in his hands, his only begotten son. So, he's doing some big things. And when he come down, he want to do some big things with his children. But, that's the game. Not all of us is going to make it, so get to a couple of Bible scriptures. I just want to focus on his face. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Awesome. And I'm a great artist. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I suck or anything. I wanted to be a tattoo artist, but I gave it up for the Lord. It's not worth it. So, where are we? All right. This is a good one, and this is going to connect to a couple of a lot of research that I've done over the past 3 to 4 years. I got, the brain. That's what I call it right here, because this is my mind renovated and refined by Yahweh Shem Yahshai. So God was like, always go to your notebook, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of information is a part of the history that connects with the Bible that makes perfect sense. So, we're going to go read. It says, we in Jeremiah 44, chapter 1. It says, the word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the Jews who dwell in the land of Egypt, who dwell at Midgog and Taphanes, or Taphanes, at north, in the country of, Pathros, saying, thus says Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? And it says, thus says Yahweh of hosts. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai of hosts. Host means army, the God of Israel. And says, you have seen all the calamity I have brought on Jerusalem and all the cities of Judah. Behold, this day they are a desolation, and no one dwells in them. It says, because of their wickedness, which they have committed to provoke me to anger, and that they went to burn incense and to serve other gods whom they did not know, they nor your fathers. So it's a story right here, and this is just one story among many that I had discovered, you know what I'm saying, and during my times of research, you know what I'm saying, and studying. And back then the Lord put the spirit on me, you know what I'm saying, to do such extensive study that and to listen to the brothers like King Yahweh the Maccabees. I'm trying to get my hands onto his new channel, you know what I'm saying, but I'm listening to all other brothers like GMS Teacher 7, Daily Edification. That's Apostle Tahar and Apostle Gabar, his Apostle Gabar, and, and Apostle Tahar and Apostle Gabar, they channel, either or, you know what I'm saying. I'd bad. I've been listening to other newer brothers. I haven't been listening to his channel too much like I used to. But back in the days I was listening to him, he had gave me that, you know what I'm saying, stability too, important pillar, you know what I'm saying. And listening to GMS Maccabean Spirit, I do listen to him a lot. GMS Fierceness of Yahweh, I listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, him. He's awesome though. He awesome, but a lot of other prophets catch my, surprise. Right now, my favorite one is Apostle Gabar, one of the head dogs. You know what I'm saying? So, this is a good one too right here. Let me see. This one is about the how they was dividing the Israelite man and the Israelite woman from from marriage and changing their marriage laws. It says, who into marriage with slave men is punished to language of the law. The woman is enslaved for the duration of her husband's life, and children that they have that they are enslaved until the 20s. The lawmakers say the purpose and the victa of law is to discourage the shameful matches, which is a lie out of jealousy. There is no proof that supports the evidence that experience of the interpretation by the masses of the people. The elites have of the racist slant or attitudes that harbor already developed this jealousy. The ruling class barely had access to the women of the land. Only the white men, they were the ruling class. The 1%ers, they were very insecure and had power over laws that they went crazy when they felt the lower class tried to compete with them. So, I was mixed back in the days, but pretty much it's saying that, they didn't really allow, You know what I'm saying? Not too. They didn't really allow marriage, and they didn't really allow them to get to a point to where they felt, threatened. You know what I'm saying, by the Israelites. You know what I'm saying, through their, marriages. They didn't really support Negro marriages back in the days, and it made them jealous just to see them together. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it was cases where they killed a lot of Israelite men. You know what I'm saying? Back in the past, during the slave trades, like the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? All the way down to the 1900s. You know what I'm saying? During these slave trade times, you know what I'm saying? And they was killing them and murdering them, and wouldn't even allow them to marry. You know what I'm saying? And they only let them multiply so much, to the point to where if it was too much, they would literally, kill brothers. You know what I'm saying? And kill sisters. You know what I'm saying? To lower the birth, to stagnate them and lower their birth rate, and destroy them, and do all kinds of wickedness. So what's another one? This one is by Jacqueline Battlora, but it's not a solid one. Which one is this one? Louisiana's evacuation. That is the hurricane moments, because I take all kinds of things. No, all kinds of stuff from that time, and I was taking notes of it and studying it as I was told. Here go one of them. It says, because this verse is heavy. Let me repeat this verse. It says, "Thus says Yahweh, Ba'ashem Hawashai, God of Israel, you have seen all the calamity that I have brought on Jerusalem and all the cities of Judah. And behold, this day they are desolation, and no one dwells in them. Because of their wickedness they have committed to provoke me to anger." It says, they went to burn incense and to serve other gods whom they did not know. They nor you nor your fathers. So, here go another one. Right here, it says, Native Americans or Israelites of the lower kingdom of Yahweh live here for thousands of years, until English came in 1607, went to a place called Jamestown in Virginia. European settlers went to the colonies and took over the North Americas. They were coming from England, and later others began to attack Indians or Israelites. The Great Britain, France, and Spain, the Netherlands also attacked and colonized North America. In 1775, a war broke out between the 13 colonies in 1775. So it says the British North American colonies on the eastern seaboard of the United States. Britain was born from the colonists were fighting over tyrannical and British policies. The right after April 19th, 1775, the British attempted to disarm. Let me see. To disarm the triggering a war. It says a shot heard around the world. July 4th, 1776, the founding fathers created and wrote the United States Declaration of Independence. They won against the colonists in the Revolutionary War and also started a new country. They created the Constitution in 1787 and the Bill of Rights in 1791. General George Washington, who had led the war, became its first president during the takeover. During 19th century United States gained much more land during the takeover and also industrialized in 1861. Several states in the South left the United States to start a new country called the Confederate of America, causing an American Civil War. Some Americans became very rich in this and in this gilded age, and the country developed one of the largest economies in the world. In the in the early 20th century, the United States became a world power, fighting in World War I and II. Between the wars, there was an economic boom called the Roaring Twenties. And that's exactly what happened. They took them over and they ravaged them. You know what I'm saying? And they stole their land, and then they was fighting over their land, and they was also putting the people into slavery. And that's, that passage can imply right here to that, because they forgot Yahweh Bashim Shai. You know what I'm saying? And they was fighting over, they was going after other gods. You know what I'm saying? So God said, I'm gonna throw you into captivity, and we got thrown into slavery. So, that little piece of information is good too, because the white man had came and ravaged their land, and they was fighting wars, and the first war and the second war, and they was using a lot of brothers to fight and win those wars. You know what I'm saying? Not only taking their land and throwing them into slavery, but forced them to fight in wars that they didn't want to fight in. It says, however, I sent you to all my servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, saying, oh, do not do the abominable thing that I hate. It says, but they did not listen, nor incline their ear to turn their wickedness, to burn no incense to other gods. So my fury and my anger was poured out and kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. They are wasted and desolate as it is to this day. No, as it is this day. You know what I'm saying? So today, he's not talking about the cities. He's talking about the people. When you explain Jerusalem, they are people before they are nation. You know what I'm saying? So, he's talking about his people and how they destroyed and they wrecked all the way to this day. And you can see that, when we go to a lot of you know what I'm saying? You can see that when you go to the projects. You can see that when you go to the hood. You can see that when you go to the ghetto. The destruction and the all the cause and effects after slavery and war, and after centuries of us going through our time here and punishment. You know what I'm saying? Here in our jail sentence here. You know what I'm saying? Because that's pretty much what it is. What's another one that applies to it too? I got another one too. And he said he let his fury pour out because they decided to follow other gods. So, this is the cause. This is the cause. This is what happens when you follow other gods. So it says, and this is from the 100 Years of Lynching, different things about how this is the reason how you point to the, Esau, Edom as being the devil. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord let the fury loose, and that fury was the white man coming to ravage them and to destroy them. So it says, we look at this one, you know what I'm saying? West Point in New York City, April 15th, James Webster Smith, the first colored cadet in history of the West Point, was recently taken from his bed and gagged and bound, severely beaten. Oh, okay, so this was the title. Y'all gotta give me a moment. 100 Years of Lynching Events by Ralph Ginsberg. It says, first Negro at West Point knifed by fellow cadets. April 17th, 1888 by Truth Seeker. It says West Point of New York City, April 15th. James Webster Smith, the first colored cadet in history of West Point, was recently taken from his bed, gagged, bound, because they didn't like Negroes in the Army. They didn't like it. And severely beaten. And then his ears were slit. He says he cannot identify the assailants. The other cadets claim that he did it to himself. That's one among many. And it says Texas lynch wrong Negro, November 22, 1895, by Chicago Tribune. It says Mattisville, Texas, in November 21st. News has received here of the lynching of a Negro is in this part of Madison County on Tuesday night. He was accused of riding his horse over a little white girl, which was, most likely a lie. It was just a reason to attack them, you know what I'm saying, and destroy them, and injuring her. On Wednesday, it was discovered that the wrong Negro had been gotten a hold of by the mob, and the guilty one made his escape, which was probably a lie, because you see how they said that they got the wrong Negro. So they probably didn't know which Negro had did it and if it was true. You know what I'm saying? It probably was a certain story, or somebody blamed him because a little girl probably fell and she blamed it on the Negro riding by on a horse. It's different, things and different events, but this is a part of the Lord pouring out his fury, letting the white people attack us and destroy us. You know what I'm saying? White superiority in Florida. Another one is, it says January 1980. January 19th, 1896. Remember, yep, because at the back in the days, it was the 1 against 1,000. A white nigga can attack you, and just one white nigga send like 15 niggas running. By editorial from the Springfield, Massachusetts Weekly Republican. It says white superiority in Florida, the normal and the valiant Anglo-Saxons of the Manatee Country. It says Florida are engaged just now in demonstrating the superiority of their race. Some days ago, the son of the country sheriff and the son of a poor Negro quarreled, and the black was the victor, and the boys fought. No, the boys fight. So pretty much in the story, the sheriff bet against the Negro that, I bet your boy, you know what I'm saying, can't knock out. I bet your nigger boy can't knock out my son, and the Negro father, he was the Israelite father, Salakia. He was like, all right, bet on. Come to find out, his son, naturally as we are, for like I tell you in the Bible, for Esau, while Esau was coming out, Jacob held the heel of Esau while he was coming out during birth, meaning that the Israelites would be the downfall of the kingdom, and they will always overpower the white man. They will always overpower Esau. So, it says Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning that follow it. So, this is one of those proofs that, Jacob is a winner. He'd destroy you if he could. But the times is coming to where it's about to happen. But let me finish the story before I get back into the Bible. This is just one of the occasions. But this one ended up good, in my opinion. So it says, a boys fight. Thereupon the sheriff and a number of brave whites, fully armed, went to the Negro cabin at night and demanded that the boy be handed over to them, because they was going to kill the boy and hang him just for winning a bare-knuckle fight. Just for winning. Knowing it says for 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4 I will not, I will not forgive them, because he pursued his brother with a sword, and I forgot what it said, but he kept it's like it, but he kept his wrath forever, or something like that. If I can find the verse, I'll show it to y'all. It says, knowing what would be a probable fate, the Negro refused to surrender his son. On the contrary, he seized a gun, and when the white men fired upon his house, he returned fire and killed the sheriff. Then the whites, in a rage, picked up a log and rushed it upon the cabin door to batter it. And another shot from the Negro's gun killed another white man and fatally wounding a third. The mob retreated for reinforcements, because the boy, no, the Negro was a good gunner. You know what I'm saying? He was a great warrior. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. You know what I'm saying, in my eyes, and he killed them. But that was a part of that great wrath coming down. So they destroyed his home, and it was going to go get more of them, because they was going to do a lynching right then and there. But it says, and the Negro took his boy and the gun and made off for the swamps. It says, last accounts, he had not been captured, of course not, and tortured to death. That's a good one. But in the leave of this noble and mainly white were going about the country, confirming and firing to cabins. So when they couldn't find him, they went back to the Negro neighborhoods where the slaves was at, and came down with great wrath, because of one brother and him winning that fight. They came down with great wrath on us, our brothers and sisters, and destroyed them and killed them and hung them. It says about the country, firing into cabins of innocent and defenseless blacks, burning up the homes of some, killing others, and ordering a general exodus of Negroes, threatening a boycott on employers of labor who would not discharge their Negro help. There you go. So that's another account, what I'm saying, of God also pouring out his fury on his people and letting this beast loosed on us to destroy us. So we're going to continue from, the Bible. God putting the spirit on me. Bring that book out. That was one of my this is my secret weapon. But God said I got tools and other things that to use to connect history with the Bible to the best of my abilities. I ain't no brainiac like my the higher apostles. Them where I get all my knowledge from. Them my brothers. But I most of my knowledge is documented. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord put it in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? To when it was time to bring out that information. Call on Yahweh Shem outside. So let's see what else the Lord had to say. It says, now, therefore, thus says Yahweh Shem Yahushai, God of hosts, and the God of Israel, why do you commit this great evil against yourselves, to cut off you man and women, child and infant of Judah, leaving none to remain, and that you provoke me to wrath with the works of your hands, burning incense to other gods in the land of Egypt, where you have gone to dwell, that you may cut yourselves off and be a curse and a reproach among all the nations of the earth. And I just read that to you. We were a curse and we are a reproach and a shame. And we was treated like nothing. The Negroes was treated like nothing. It says, have you forgotten the wickedness of your fathers, the wickedness of the kings of Judah, the wickedness of their wives, your own wickedness, and the wickedness in the land of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? So we was over there disobeying Yahweh. We was over there turning our back on Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? All the way to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like he said. And the more and more we we was going against Yahweh, because we went against Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. We went against Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? And the more and more he was oppressed against us. You know what I'm saying? The only reason now that things are changing is because of Yahweh Shai and his passion. And when he was crucified, he had brought peace between Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and Israel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Yahweh Shai did his thing, and he did all his power to protect the elect, the chosen. So if it wasn't for him, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai would just burn us all out. But, you know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai do got love for his people. And, you know, his son had proved that. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai still love us, and he wants us to come back, to come home. You know, you can see, you know, the face of a concerned father, you know what I'm saying, for his children, you know. But he had to do this. It says they have not been humbled to this day. Yep, right now. They ain't humbled. They ain't convinced. They don't care. Even if I had proof and I was doing all I can to show you what was going on, would you still listen? Would you believe? Even if I showed you the chariot, you know what I'm saying? And I'll show it to you again, because this is not BS. This is not made up. This is real. You know what I'm saying? Even if I showed you the chariot, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, would you believe me? You know what I'm saying? Would you give up that Jesus Christ? Would you give up that Buddha? Would you stop lying? Would you stop letting these prophets change your mind and convince you? Would you come out of the world? You know what I'm saying? Even after all the work and all the efforts that GMS and all the men on down had done. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going full blaze on this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm showing you the proof of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's existence. When you call his name, he will answer. That day was special for me because he answered me. You know what I'm saying? And I was going off. My hair was long and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But my beard wasn't fully like grown out. It was partially grown, but still I did the best I could. You know what I'm saying? To call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And I didn't know that he was coming to visit me that day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he was going to send a chariot my way. And that's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai saying, use that as your trump card. Prove my existence to these people. Prove that. You know what I'm saying? And it's easily proven. These wicked prophets easily defeated. You know what I'm saying? These wicked Christians easily defeated. This white man easily defeated. You know what I'm saying? Easily. And GMS and them wasn't lying, because I gave respect to them before I even started that video that day. Go to Chris G, the chariots of Yahweh, the chariots of the Lord, 144,000. So there you go. That is the trump card. You want to prove Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai's existence? There you go. That is prophesied in the book of Ezekiel. That's from the book of Ezekiel. Those are the angels. That's the angels right there. There it is. There's no more, you know what I'm saying, no less that I need to say. I just wanted to show you that's proving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's existence. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was beautiful in itself, that God had came to visit me that day, and I wanted to share that with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And to constantly remind y'all can't stop these brothers. You can't stop us prophets. There's nothing that these white people can do. Their fate is sealed. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go to a couple of pages, you know what I'm saying, where God is gonna get at these wicked devils and the people that follow them. And God is calling for the elect and for the chosen to come out. You know what I'm saying? Come out of her, my people. Don't be a part of her plagues. So let's see, because God said, I got something else to say. He said, God said, this is a good one. God said, the Lord said, all right, I got something else to say. I got something else to say. So let's get it. You know what I'm saying? For a little bit, you know, bring out the word. So it says, they have not been humbled to this day, nor have they feared. They have not walked in my law or in my statutes that I sent before you and your fathers. Therefore, thus says Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the God of Israel, behold, I will set my face against you for catastrophe and for cutting off all of Judah. It was at one point of time to where we was almost completely wiped out. That's the transatlantic slave trade. Like Apostle Gabar had reminded me. Thank you, brother. And I will take the remnant of Judah and all who have set their faces to go into the land of Egypt to dwell there, and they shall all be consumed and fall in the land of Egypt. They shall be consumed by the, exactly, that's exactly those documents that I just said, the 1900s and 1775, you know what I'm saying, we was getting murdered. It says sword and by famine. They shall die from the least up to the greatest by the sword and by famine. And he's talking about now, because it's coming now too. And they shall be an oath, an astonishment, a curse, and a reproach. For I will punish those who dwell in the land of Egypt, as I have punished Jerusalem by the sword, by famine, by pestilence. That's what's happening now. It's about to happen again because they don't want to come back. So that none of the remnant of Judah who have gone into the land of Egypt to dwell there shall escape or survive, lest they return to the land of Judah to which they desire to return and dwell. For none shall return except those who escape. Told you, now. But this was in the past too. So he went from the past and the future in just a couple of precepts. So it says, then all men who knew there was their wives burn incense to other gods. Exactly. You let your wife dictate you. You let your woman, guide you, and she over there getting you into different practices. Usurping the woman over the man. This is a woman's world. This is a queendom, a metropolis, mother city. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother had broke down to me. I've been listening to the top dogs of GMS. You know what I'm saying? Allowing the woman to speak up, allowing her to be a pastor. You know what I'm saying? Women doubling up their money because they with the white man, getting benefits off him. You know what I'm saying? Hustling him, hustling the brothers. I don't need no man attitude because they worship other gods and men follow them and men support them. You know what I'm saying? And those the weak-willed men, the lukewarm men that God is talking about. And God say, don't be like that. Have control over your woman if you are in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? A woman shall learn silence in the congregation of Yahweh. You can't be talking like that. You know what I'm saying? If you had a vision, you can talk to a brother and share it with a brother. And then the brother go and tell the other brothers. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, like the prophet say, talk to your man about it. Or sometimes the Lord be like, don't deal with women at all. You deal with them. You can deal with them on and off to the best of your abilities, but don't deal with them at all. Sometimes it's best to leave these women alone because they could get in between the ministry. They can get in between your connection with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is what? A jealous God. So we're going to continue. It says, then all the men who knew their wives had burned incense to other gods, with all the women who stood by, a great multitude, and all the people who dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that you have spoken to us in the name of Yahweh, we will not listen to you. Thank you. So that's what's going on. You got GMS, and the brothers all the way on down. They not listening to our people, not listening to the prophecies. Our people are not being smart and discerning from the prophets neither. They listen to 5013C prophets and the wicked pastors. You know what I'm saying? The wicked Pharisees and the Sadducees, or however you pronounce that word. You know what I'm saying? But they look at them. You know what I'm saying? And look, this is what it says. But we will certainly do whatever has gone out of our own mouth to burn incense to the Queen of heaven and pour out drink offerings to her, as we have done. We and our fathers, our kings and our princes in the city of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem. So they was hard pressed against Yahweh. And the Queen of heaven today is Virgin Mary being idolized. That is the Queen of heaven. For then we had plenty of food, were well off, and saw no trouble. But since we stopped burning incense to the Queen of heaven and pouring out drink offerings to her, we have lacked everything and have been consumed by the sword and famine. So this is how retarded they was. And this is a part of women worship also. You know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day, women worship. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's coming up right now. And all these guys got this weird ass, you know what I'm saying, worshiping spirit on them that's causing them to idolize women. You know what I'm saying? And that is kindling the anger of Yahweh. So like more and more of our people are gonna start dying because they want to worship the white man and his wicked ways of the world. You know what I'm saying? And Valentine's Day is a slave trade holiday too. It says the women also said, and when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings to her, did we make cakes for her to worship her and pour out drink offerings to her without our husband's permission. So they didn't care. They worship and they turned up and they could care less about what they men say. You know what I'm saying? And this is also pointing to Issachar. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Because they worship Mary and they idolize Mary like, oh, it tell you in the Bible Mary didn't need a man to have Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai tell you straight up that he was born through a woman. So a man had to impregnate the woman to have the Messiah. There it is. So it says, the women and all the people who had given him the answer, saying, the incense that you burned in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, you and your fathers and your kings and your princes and the people of the land did not Yahweh remember them, and did not Yahweh remember them, and did it not come into his mind? So God was like, okay, I heard that. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shem Yahushai was like, all right, I heard that. You know what I'm saying? I see what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? You act like I'm not listening. And that's the scary part about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Lord hear everything. The angels come and report to him all the time. There's not a moment and there's not a second where Yahweh Shem Yahushai get no reports from the angels. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai, they report to Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai report to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai like, oh, all right, so this is how we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send more plagues. I'm gonna send more famine. I'm gonna send the white men after them, the sword. You know what I'm saying, that I've created. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to destroy these wicked people. You know what I'm saying? But make sure the elect, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the elect know. You know, the 144,000 know. You know, and keep pushing until Yahweh Shai return, until he sends his only begotten son to return. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, you know, because a lot of prophecies about to go down. You know what I'm saying? Like the MOTB, you know what I'm saying? Like the mandatory juice, you know what I'm saying? Like the WW3, you know what I'm saying? Putting the hook in the jaw of the bear, which is Russia, and bringing thee forth. You know what I'm saying? Bringing them out. You know what I'm saying? You know, Gog and Magog. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much China and Russia teaming up together. You know what I'm saying? To go against, you know, America and NATO. You know what I'm saying? NATO, which is the seven-head dragon. You know what I'm saying? So all these things are about to come to pass. The great four beasts. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a lot. The great wrath is kindled against his people because they don't want to come back. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's why I keep putting his face right there. Does it look like Yahweh Shem Yahushai is playing? Does it look like he's joking? It's not a game. Our people need to come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the name of Yahushai before he destroy you and scatter you to the wind. And that wind I'm talking about is nuclear wind. You know what I'm saying? So it says, all right, so we can continue. We're going to go to another couple of precepts. Line upon line, precept upon precept. Let me see. It says in Jeremiah 46, the word of Yahweh which came to the prophet Jeremiah, because he go through only men, the prophet against the nations and against Egypt concerning the army of Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, which was by the river of Euphrates, and Carchemish, and which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, defeated in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah. And it says, order the buckler and the shield and draw near to battle. Harness the horses and mount up, you horsemen. Stand forth with your helmets, polish the spears, put on the armor. Why have I seen them dismayed and turned back? Because war is coming now. Like it did back then, it's coming now. Their mighty ones are beaten down. They have speedily fled and did not look back. For fear was all around, says the Lord. Do not let the swift flee away, nor the mighty man escape. They will stumble and fall toward the north by the river Euphrates. Meaning that Russia gonna come. Russia and China, they're gonna go against America. They're gonna start bombing and blowing this place up. And they're gonna be starting to attack. And then meanwhile, while that's happening, it's gonna be an economic crash down here, which we already seeing. And then the whites gonna go against the whites. Then the Negroes and all the Mexicans and the Indians, they gonna riot. And then the white men gonna come down on them. And then it's gonna be nothing but chaos. Who is this coming up like a flood? Whose waters move like the rivers. Egypt rises up like the flood. There you go. You're talking about white men. And its waters move like the rivers. And he says, I will go up and cover the earth. I will destroy the city and its inhabitants. Come up, O horses, and rage, O chariots. Exactly. You're going to be seeing tanks in the street, militaries in the street real soon. And let the mighty men come forth. The Ethiopians and the Lydians who handle the shield, and the Lydians who handle and bend the bow. For this is the day of Yahweh of armies, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge himself on his adversaries. The sword shall devour, it shall be satiated and made drunk with their blood. Exactly, meaning that woe to the inhabitants of the earth of the sea, for the devil have come upon you, coming down on you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has a short time. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of armies has a sacrifice in the north country by the river Euphrates. Go up to Gilead and take balm, O virgin, the daughter of Egypt. In vain you will use many medicines. You shall not be cured. Meaning that the white people, there is no redemption for them. That's what that means. Even in vain you will use many medicines. You shall not be cured. You're going to attempt to, and it's not going to work. But what if it says that Edom can be forgiven and we can be led into the kingdom as well? What if the Lord have mercy and he would not blot us out? You know what I'm saying? Or Edomites can be a part of the children of Israel, and Edomites, they don't have to go through, you know what I'm saying, the revenge and the blood of their ancestors, you know what I'm saying, in order to pay that toll that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua keep calling for. No, that's those, it says, in vain you will use many medicines. You shall not be cured. That's not going to work. God said, I'm going to get you. Everything that your people did, you know what I'm saying? And you are your people. You are your ancestors. I've seen a lot of brothers. I've seen a lot of Edomites, Salakia, that look like the Edomites of the slave trades, that look like ancient Greeks, you know what I'm saying? That look like ancient Syrians, you know what I'm saying, from the past, you know? So it's nothing that they can hide from. They can't hide, man. It says, the nations have heard of your shame, and your cry has filled the land. For the mighty man has stumbled against the mighty. They both have fallen together. Exactly. So yeah, America and Russia and them, they're gonna get down. You know what I'm saying? And while that's happening, there's gonna be great race wars and great riots. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna come down on Jacob, which is Jacob's trouble. They're gonna come against us like they did in the old days, like they did in the 1900s, in the 1700s. You know what I'm saying? They did that. You know, those stories that I told you are not fake. Those are real stories. It says, the word that Yahweh Shem Shai spoke to the prophet Jeremiah, and how Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, would come and strike the land of Egypt. So Nebuchadnezzar is Russia today. And, you know, Egypt is America. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. Babylon, the land of confusion. Babylon means confusion. Like the prophets say, you know, you got to sharpen up on the wordplay. Declare in Egypt and proclaim in Midgog, proclaim in Noth and in Tephanes. Say, stand fast and prepare yourself. For the sword devours all around you. Why are your valiant men swept away? They did not stand, because Yahweh drove them away. Exactly. So, it's telling you that, hey, man, it's going to be a big bloody clash. If Satan could stand against Satan, then how shall his kingdom stand? Everything is going to collapse. So it says, he made many fall. He made many fall. Yes, one fell upon another, and they said, arise, let us go back to our own people and the land of our nativity from the oppressing sword. They cried there, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise. Exactly. Meaning that our people going to finally try to run back to the truth, but it's already going to be over with. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to leave them to these demons and these beasts to be devoured and to be destroyed. And the only ones that's going to survive is the 144,000 and the elect who got the mark. You know what I'm saying? And then when they realize that they going to become the wicked and these devils, and they going to come after the ones who got the mark. You know what I'm saying? And they going to, Yahweh Shem Yahshai and Yahshai is going to guide them, and they're going to destroy the wicked. You know what I'm saying? As prophesied in this scene right here that I drew. You know what I'm saying? Because he had the mark, and the wicked was coming for him because he had the word. But guess what? Yahweh Shem Yahshai was on his side. You know what I'm saying? But he had to be the rock in the flood in the story. And he had to destroy these wicked devils and these wicked, and it's his own brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, to protect himself, So it's going to be times of great darkness and times of great death and great destruction and great famines and great hell. You know what I'm saying? So, because woe 3 is coming. Woe 1, woe 2, woe 3. That means hell 1, that's World War 1. Hell 2, that's World War 2. Hell 3, that's World War 3. Those are different hells. You know what I'm saying? So hell 3 is going to be very detrimental, and it's going to be the last woe. But it's going to be the biggest one. And Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to call forth the 144,000 to defend the elect, which is the 1/3. And there you have it. That's a great depiction of the 144,000. They're going to be destroying, and they're going to be massacring everything. Even though they ain't going to need no guns, this is just an interpretation of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they are the chosen, And I wish to be one of them. I want to be that nigga dumping against all them wicked devils and them wicked demons, because they're going to come after us in time for those who got the word. They want what's special. And when the Israelites figure out, when the wicked 2/3 figure out they can't get it, oh boy, they're going to kill us to try and get it. They're going to try to take our lives and blame us. Witches? You wizard? You do witchcraft? How did you know all this would happen? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't believe that. You must be the devil. You the one that brung down this wrath on us, and we didn't do nothing but tell you the truth. GMS didn't do nothing but tell y'all the truth, but you wouldn't listen. Idiots. We ain't no witches and no wizards. Yahweh Shem Yahshai told us beforehand. We believed and we pushed the word like Yahweh Shem Yahshai told us to. Sure, you're gonna be killing them. You're gonna be gunning them down to protect the elect. And those are the elect right there. Just another depiction of them. You know what I'm saying? The chosen ones. The ones that's meant to go through hell and to see the coming of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You know what I'm saying? The elect, the burning of the cities, the mark on their forehead is the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahshai and their numbers. Because they were all numbered. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get to that too. Let's go to that. Bam. The numbers, you know what I'm saying? 144,000 from each tribe: Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Asher, Joseph, and Benjamin. Numbers. And it's 144,000, 12,000 from each tribe. Them the ones that's going to survive, you know what I'm saying? Them the ones that's going to make it. And I hope that I'm among that number, you know. And there you go. That's the 666 Nation, the mark, the MOTB. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it all out there like that, but that's who they are. Yahweh Shem El Shai. You know what I'm saying? That's the white man. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil have come upon you having great wrath, because he knows that he has a short time. So he's gonna be sending all these armies and these devils against our people. Another depiction of the flood. And they were eating and drinking and knew it not until the flood came and took them away. Great and terrible day. All the way down to the coming of the great Messiah. They're not going to know when or where it's happening. It's the great warships that's going to appear out of nowhere. And those are warships, as you can see. Like I tell you, even the chariots have eyes. You know what I'm saying? There goes the great one. And when they come, they're not even going to know what or why it's happening. Great confusion is going to overtake it, because nobody wanted to listen to the word. And the word ain't for white people, so they being destroyed. They don't even know what's going on. Those the white people. Y'all not even going to know what's going on. That's the great and terrible day. Before the nuclear bombs drop, this is what you're going to see. Like you seen in that video right there, but you're going to see them everywhere. Different kinds of warships, different shapes and different fashions. Like right here. Oh, excuse me. Let me see you, Lord. Well, this is a depiction of your father. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. I done ripped it a little bit more. I got to go get some tape. I'm not about to lose my favorite depiction. Got to get some tape. I think I got some tape. That's the warship right there. Right there. Those are chariots, small chariots. Those are chariots right there. Different kinds of chariots. They even guarding his feet. Clouds of chariots, because they in the clouds. Chief warships. Another warship. Another warship. Look at all the chariots that surround him, guarding Yahweh Shem El Shai's feet. Because Yahweh Shem El Shai is a god of war. It's not a joke. This is actually pretty serious. Chief warship. Galactic ships. And that is the angels. Good and bad. Good and bad angels. So Michael, Gabriel, Uriel. Then you got Satan and his chief angels that take charge over the evil things. Satan, Beelzebub, Legion. You know what I'm saying? I do believe Legion is an angel. No, those are demons. Salakia. You know, Andros. You know what I'm saying? What's another angel that works for Yahweh Shem El Shai? Satan, Beelzebub, Andros. What was another wicked angel that they talk about? But he wasn't wicked. I don't know, but those are the top ones that I know about that can come to mind. You know what I'm saying? And all the other wicked angels and even the demons, they work for Yahweh Shem El Shai. God say, I create light, I create darkness. I make good, I make evil. I, Yahweh Shem El Shai, do all these things. So we're going to continue. Yep, but in those days, they're going to be coming to kill you because you have the mark. And I want that mark. The exemption from judgment. They're going to be coming to kill you in those days. You know what I'm saying? Another depiction of the flood. You're going to have to kill all these white people. You're going to have to kill all these, all of the wicked 2/3 because they're going to be coming for you because you got the mark. You know what I'm saying? And in my comic book story, he's actually Hispanic. He's Hispanic. But, you know, I like anime and all that. So, you know, it's an anime depiction. But, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's still the depiction of the end times. So we're going to be able to continue and give it a cool closeout, you know, because this was actually a great lesson. I did the best I could. I was throwing them, you know. So it says, he made many fall. Yes, one fell upon another, and they said, arise, let us go back to our own people. and to the land of our nativity from the oppressing sword. They cried there, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is but a noise. He has passed by the appointed time. Time's up. As I live, says Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, whose name is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Lord of armies. Surely as Tabor is among the mountains, and as Carmel by the sea, so he shall come, O you daughter dwelling in Egypt. Prepare yourself to go into captivity. No redemption for white people. They're going into captivity by force. It says, for naught shall be wasted and desolate without inhabitant. That is the judgment from the Lord. Egypt is a very pretty heifer, but destruction comes. It comes from the north. Russia gonna make sure they take care of this place. Also, her mercenaries are in her midst like fat bulls, for they are also turned back. They have fled away together. They did not stand, for the day of their calamity have come upon them. The white people's day is coming, to the point to where it's gonna be mass bloodshed. Let me go to that. You know, I got a depiction for that as well. Because these people, they're going to get spiritual powers. And they're going to be tearing them apart. And those are all dead soldiers. All of them. It might look a little cluttery. But that's the sketch. You know what I'm saying? That's the 144,000. They gonna get loose on your ass. They gonna, man. They gonna destroy everybody. The ones who don't have the mark. How about you outside? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding marked on their foreheads. For the end times, and 144,000. Hopefully, I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be killing many. And they said, why have they fled away? They ran because they seen that power that Yahweh Shemel Shad gave them, and ain't nobody seen this extraordinary power for centuries. You know what I'm saying? Since the times of David and great Samson, you know, Jonas, Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? They haven't seen this power in a long time. John the Revelator, Elijah when he was beamed up, Abraham, Moses when he split the water. You know what I'm saying? They 144,000. Great power and great destruction and fear gonna fall upon them when they see Yahweh Shemel Shai's angels come forth. And best believe they're gonna put in that work. They're gonna beat your ass. That's what's gonna happen to the white man. Ain't no redemption. God said, I'm gonna break you to pieces. And when God throw blows, it's killing blows. It's finishers. Each blow that God blow, it could be chastisements or it could be a finisher. He'll take you out with one blow, or he could just chastise you. And all the chariots around him, you know, but that's the 144,000 chosen. They're going to put in work in that day. And it's going to be a lot of dead people. Lots and lots of dead people. But let me close out, like God say. I got a good hour. Let's finish reading it. They did not stand, for the day of their calamity had come upon them, the time of their punishment, the great nuclear day. But before that, it's going to be Jacob's trouble and all that hell that's about to break loose. That's coming now. We're dealing with food shortages, skyrocketing food. The power is becoming more expensive. The rent is going up. Everything is going through an inflammation. Because, you know, China, 2 days ago or a day ago, China is aligning itself with Russia. You know what I'm saying? And China is used to be the manufacturer that helped America in their productions and all their food and stuff. So, you know, a lot of stuff that we usually get, we're not going to be getting anymore. You know what I'm saying? So right now, everybody that's owning like fast food restaurants and all the way down to your clothes, you know what I'm saying? Supermarkets, you know what I'm saying? Liquor stores, their prices are doubling up. You know what I'm saying? Soon your pack of cigarettes going to be $20, $25. You know what I'm saying? For a pack of cigarettes. Your bread going to be like $10 for a pack of bread. You know what I'm saying? Wait, that's normal. I'm talking about, let's say like $15 for a cheap pack of bread. You know what I'm saying? Your meat going to be worth $40. You know, just for a little pack of ground beef. You know what I'm saying? Little hamburgers, you know. Everything is going up right now to the point to where you're not going to buy it anymore. You're going to take it. So that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? The mandates, they becoming mandatory to get that juice shot up in your arm. And if they could pull it off to where they make it mandatory around the U.S., then that means that those of us that's working right now, we ain't gonna have no jobs soon. And they're battling for this. And there's a lot of places that's mandatory right now. Even Washington, D.C. is mandatory for the juice. You know what I'm saying? To get it shot up your arm just for you to work. Like one dumb white person said, oh, I couldn't even get a hamburger because I need the vaccination papers and I needed the juice shot up my arm. So what? Y'all the ones that created all these wicked laws. Now y'all want to destroy them. Oh, it's too late now. It's too late now. Your little corrupted government over there standing against y'all. So y'all ain't gonna have no choice but to stand and fight. These wicked Edomites, these fat ass wicked freedom, what they call them, freedom fighters. You know what I'm saying? They gonna fight for freedom, fight for the rights of America. Everything's changed. It's not the same. Let's go up there and kick down their doors and burn everything down. They're gonna go against their own people, and the government like, all right, we just gonna let loose on you. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna destroy you. So it's Egyptian versus Egyptian. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Brother against brother. And then they gonna get their butts kicked, and then they gonna come down on the Negroes, and they gonna show they horn. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, oh, the niggers, it's their fault. Look what they did. And they don't want to go to work. They don't want to do anything that we tell them to do. So you might as well just kill them. Kill them all. You know what I'm saying? So that is what's coming. That's exactly what's coming. So it says, her noise shall go. Her noise shall go like a serpent, for they shall march with an army and come against her with axes, like those who chop wood. They shall cut down her forest, says Yahweh, though it cannot be searched, because they are numerable, and more numerable than grasshoppers. The daughter of Egypt shall be ashamed. She shall be delivered into the hand of the people of the north. Yep. Yahweh Shem El Shai, Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, says, behold, I will bring punishment on Ammon of No, and on Pharaoh of Egypt, and with their gods and their kings, Pharaoh, and those who trust in him. So that's what God is saying. I don't care if you're Japanese. I don't care if you're Russian. I don't care if you're from England. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're a white man that think you're African. I don't care if you're Greek. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're Indian. You know what I'm saying? Like Indonesian. You know what I'm saying? God said, I don't care if you're Chinese. I don't care if you're Japanese. I don't care if you're Korean. Y'all all white. That's what he's saying. Y'all all the same. And I will deliver them into the hand of those who seek their lives, into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and the hand of his servants. Afterwards it shall be inhabited as in the days of old, says Yahweh. Race wars and destruction, and great destruction. You had like events like Maximilian Robespierre, the Reign of Terror. You know what I'm saying? What was I looking at? The gangs in New York. You know what I'm saying? That was one I was looking at. You know what I'm saying? What's another one? Another great collapse where white people wasn't just only killing each other, they was killing the Negroes too. It was another calamity like that. Darn it. I'm trying to think. But those are two major ones right now. I'm not going to press too much down on it. It says, do not fear, O my servant Jacob, and do not be dismayed, O Israel. For behold, I will save you from afar. Yep. God going to take care of the elect. And your offspring from the land of their captivity. Yep. From our slavery. God is going to set us free. And God is going to protect us. Jacob, because we know Yahweh Shem El Shai. We know the Lord's secret name is Yahweh Shem El Shai. And the name Yahweh Shai. Jacob shall return, have rest, be at ease. No one shall make him afraid. The 144,000, they're going to get that power. I want that power too. Do not fear, O my servant Jacob, says Yahweh, for I am with you. Exactly. He not with the white people. He not with none of the wicked, not even with the wicked 2/3 of our people. He not with these wicked pastors. He not with these fake street preachers. You know what I'm saying? That take the 501(c)(3). He's not with them. He with the ones that he covering, which is, you know, GMS, the men that follow, and the elect, the ones that GMS was trying to get and find. It says, for I will make a complete end of all the nations to which I have driven you, but I will not make a complete end of you. I will rightly correct you, for I will not leave you wholly unpunished. And with that, call on Yahweh Shem El Shai. That was a good episode. And there you have it. You know what I'm saying? We'll be out on the highways and byways later on tomorrow, and you know, Lord willing, I'm able to come out with another episode, and call on Yahweh Bashim Al Shai in the name of Yahweh Shai, Baba Baba Ba, and Baba Baba Ba means to destruction to Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Destruction to the white men. There is no redemption for the white people. You know what I'm saying? Esau, Edom, and there is and if our people don't come back, they'll be destroyed. Most likely none of them will. You know what I'm saying? Not too many will. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? With these white folks. You know, so there is no redemption. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. And from all the acts, that's just a few acts. You know what I'm saying? That's a few horrible acts that the Esau, Edom, and his white children have done to Jacob, the children of Israel. That's just a few acts. You know what I'm saying? That's just a small crumb on the tip of the iceberg, yo. On the tip of the iceberg, sitting on a glacier. You know what I'm saying? And on the water, and that's just a couple acts, and there you go. You got the proof. You got the truth. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, 100. Call on Yahweh Shemel Shai and Name Yahweh Shai, and Shalom. On to the next video, like Apostle Gabar would say. Good night.